Tamar al-Thamari wasn't always like this. He says he was marching at an anti-government rally last year in Sana'a when men dressed in civilian clothing snatched him off the street.
I was at the back of the rally and some pro-Saleh gunmen took me into the stadium. They asked me why I was there and I told them I'm a protester and I came to participate in this rally. Then they beat me with a big wooden stick. I fell down and lost consciousness.
He was kept at a secret location for 11 months of torture, he tells me, including electric shocks and beatings that caused permanent nerve and brain damage. When protests broke out here in January 2011, Ali Abdullah Saleh's government responded with force. Human rights campaigners say various pro-government factions and intelligence agencies were given free rein to kidnap and torture protesters in secret prisons. People like Khalid al-Shamati, a soldier who defected, bear the scars of months of abuse. Saleh was eventually forced to hand power to his deputy, but activists trying to locate the missing say the kidnappings continue.
These instances of detention are still going on. Just last week we organised a sit-in protest outside the Prime Minister's office, and suddenly some thugs came in a car and tried to kidnap some of us.
He blames the government intelligence agencies, which are still headed up by pro-Saleh supporters. The new government, he says, doesn't control these groups. It can't even force them to release people still being held. Although some of the bloodiest days of this revolution are behind these people, that legacy of violence remains here in Change Square, as people who were detained and then tortured have returned here and do not wish to leave. They're afraid of being taken again. Walid Ahmed al-Jafan had been detained 3 times. The last was just 2 weeks ago. He says he was repeatedly slashed and says they poured petrol on his wounds for writing articles in a revolutionary newspaper. Even the Prime Minister admits he is struggling to stop this.
I have already written to the Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Interior, political security, national security, to release all these people and to, trace the locations of those who are detained in unknown places.
So you acknowledge that there are people who have been detained?
But I'm not accountable for that. I'm not responsible. But I'm trying to get them released as soon as possible, okay?
But why is it not possible whenever there's a new government? Why are intelligence agencies still taking people?
Because, you know, the allegiance of some are not yet to us. You know that very well.
As this revolution continues, clearly the new government is not in complete control. Until that happens, these young protesters will not feel safe anywhere. Jane Ferguson, Al Jazeera, Sana'a, Yemen.